Alright, here I am out here at the Big Thicket no hunting zone. Had a little free time today. I'm visiting my daughter who lives only like 30 minutes away, so I came out here for a good 3-hour hike. It's beautiful out today. I got my body cam going. I'm wearing a TAPS t-shirt, so I am in the right gear for this job. And if I find something, I will let you know and let you see it. Alright, so I'm still walking, and idea is to get over to the creek side. I want to walk along a creek, as I have found some interesting things out here along the creek, but I haven't been this high up in the creek. I usually way down low, down a pipeline area, but decided to change things up and come in from a road. So let's do a little walking towards that creek, and you can kind of see what the area looks like that I'm looking around in. This is just a wet weather runoff. Still a little soft down in here, but usually the pigs get down in here when it's muddy. So if there are any prints, Bigfoot prints or any other cool prints, they're usually wiped away by the pigs. But it's a really cool area. I love it. Absolutely love it here. When I first started doing the squatching, investigating, research, all that good stuff, this was my first area that I started coming to. And that's been very fruitful as far as evidence goes, vocals, personal experiences, just been great out here. And I'm hoping this is the creek right over here. It should be. So I'm trying to walk, I'm trying to look for evidence of any kind, and I'm trying to watch out for snakes at the same time. Trying to make sure I don't run into a banana spider web at the same time. I don't want one of those things square in my face. Yeah. As you'll see, my stick fly up every once in a while and just knocking webs out of the way. But yeah, this is the creek, so I'll be walking along this a lot, checking out the banks, seeing if we can see any fresh prints. I'm looking for any structures that are going to be up here on the bank, because as you know, everything goes to the water for its water source. And this is one of the water sources out here. There's some spring runoffs out here that are also great runoffs. But if I can find any good ambushing points, little shelters along here, or any sign of juveniles playing or building little structures, and of course the prints. That's my main focus. So we're gonna get walking on this and see what we find. Alright, still walking along the creek. Haven't found anything substantial yet, but I do run into a lot of cool things. Here's one of them. This tree's still very well alive. Hard to see, but still alive. Hollowed out at the bottom, but still has the growth inside here that hasn't rotted away. So usually when you see them hollowed out like this, they're just hollowed out. So seeing one with still got some growth in here that hasn't rotted away yet, that's really cool. I enjoy finding stuff like that. But let's keep going and see what else we can find. All right, first tree break I found. I haven't seen any tree breaks yet, other than deadfall breaks, but I'll show you. So it's this tree here, which is still very much alive. So one of the first things I look for is to see if it's rotted on the opposite side, which it's not. The break is about 6.5 feet up. Then you gotta look to see if anything has fallen on it. There's nothing heavy around it that would have fallen off of a tree. Not even any not even any trees above it that are mature enough to even have something heavy fall on this, but nothing on it whatsoever. But so I mean, it's a good find. Let's keep looking. The creek is still on my right side, so that's where I want to keep it. And I'll go this way and look for some more breaks. I don't look at breaks or snaps of twigs that are like down at 5 feet, 4 feet, 3 feet, because that could easily be an animal, deer. So I like to find the ones that are at least, say 5 feet and above. Those are the ones that interest me the most. Got another sand bank to look at. See anything over there? Looks like pigs have been down there, but I don't see any type of prints. So we will keep looking. Got to the point where I wanted to turn around and walk in the creek. Never really found anything interesting down there, so I headed up on a hill and been walking this hill back towards the road for a good hour and a half, but there's not much going on. You don't always find evidence, you know, unless you're one of those types that think that everything you find is Bigfoot. I'm not like that, and nobody on the team is like that. So we like to find absolute proof or high levels of strangeness and present that. But that break earlier in the video is about the only thing I've seen. But the good thing about this is I love the forest and I love the beauty. So just because I don't find what I'm looking for, doesn't mean I don't still win. To me, this is win-win either way, because it's absolutely beautiful out here. Love nature, respect it, and look forward to doing this every time we go. So for now, this will end today's trip, but in a couple of weeks we'll be going out for about 10 days. I'm going to be doing a lot of night operations, so that'll be exciting, and we'll see what we can stir up then. Alright, so before I leave this place, I decided to come under the bridge, because you've always got to check under the bridge, especially after a rain. But it's been a few days since it has rained here, and it's soaked up all the rain quick because it's been so dry here. But I'm finding some very interesting, looks like tracks. I'll show you, and you can see what you think. They probably start down that way, but it's too sandy there. We got here, and I know they don't look like much, but wait until I get over here. They're just really breaking the dirt in. It's so soft here. Then we get, well, it's starting to look more like a print. It looks like a couple different sizes here. A nice mid-tarsal break. And look at this right here, this ridge. Then the toes. So This isn't bad, and that's a smaller one. Another step here. Looks like a bigger one. This one's a caved in one, but it's way bigger. This is like a little one again. Then they kind of get into some real dry, hard stuff, so can't really tell what's going on over there. But I'm going to take a further walk down here. I'm hoping they left something down here in the creek. So let me get past all this soft sand and I'll show you what's down there. I decided we'd just keep filming this trackway until we get down there. And it also looks like there may be 3 because you got this trackway. Maybe even, yeah, I think 3. Got this trackway. And this one looks to be separate of it and smaller. Let's take a walk down here and hope that something stepped into some harder pack down here. I mean, wouldn't it be great if all of these were in harder soil and gave us great definition? Print. I'm walking slow because I don't want to step on anything that might be decent. That's a pretty big one. It's about my size. And it came up here, so this looks to be a fingers grabbed here and slid down. See him? Put its foot here and there. I will go around and take a look. Like something came up here also. That's real hard to tell, but you can see the slide. Maybe a finger grab here. Looks like we had a foot right there. I wish I had caught these right after it rained, but yeah. You can see it dug down toes first into these. But let's look in this mud. See that one? Not bad. Not any definition going on really, but not bad. I thought I heard something over there. Let's go back over here, look at that slide. In fact, let's pull this out. Let's see if we got some toes. Yeah, it's gonna be too messed up. See that one, huh? A good slide right there. Let's look for some more handprints. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything for handprints. Just up there. Right there. This isn't bad right here. Let me show you. It steps here. You can see the toe slide in this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful toe slide. That one I wouldn't mind casting if I could. And here's another really good toe slide. Oh, and here's a beautiful one that I absolutely will be casting. That. So I don't have any casting material on me because I didn't plan on buying any until I went out here in a couple of weeks. So I'll have to make a phone call and see if I can get some to bring some out here. But if I find anything else interesting, I will let you know. And remember, please like and subscribe, people, and share our videos. We appreciate it. And yeah, I'll show you the finished product once we cast them. Alright, so I'm up here now. They come up here. You can really see a good trackway once you look this way, but there's one going this way. And then there's one, this one over here going this way. Kind of hard to tell in all this sand. But it goes all the way. Here's this one. This is the little guy. This is the second one, not little. And they go all the way over there and then cut left and go into the woods. So, definitely a good day. Alright, so I got these guys cleaned up. This is the trackway from under the bridge, the Big Thicket. And if you're wondering why I have 2 brown ones, it's because I ran out of casting material, so I added more water and sand to the mix. That way I could get enough for at least one of these. And but you know what, they came out hard as a freaking rock. So the sand apparently didn't hurt anything, just the color. But what I want to do here is I said a family of 3 is what I thought was down there. But I want to change that after really examining these to a family with 3 members. So 3 members to the family, and they're all juvenile. I initially thought this was an adult, but it's not. We've got 3 different ones here. This one you can really see the toes great. I love that. The mid-tarsal. Pretty big pad too for such a little guy, and I like how it's flat here until we get to the heel. And this one measures in at, from the big toe to the heel, about 8 inches. And this one didn't show as well. You can still see some outline of the toes. Nice heel. And this one comes in at about 9 inches. Yeah, maybe 9.5. And this one is the same size. 9.5 as well. So we got Junior here, very small Sasquatch, younger adult, and then this one's a different size, but this one's interesting because this one was in an incline on the mud. So you can see the toe drag that went through the mud slid down, And the coolest thing about this is this guy's got either a 6th toe, maybe from inbreeding, or he's got a big growth on the side of his foot. Because one, do this here, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's either a 6th toe or he's got a bad growth going on there. Now, to measure this one, I can't measure from here because this is the slide. So the toes end up down here. Go right about there to what would be the heel. And on this guy, we're just over 10 inches, like 10 1/4.